Martin Okello, an Itesot by tribe, a pastor with a local church called End Time Message Fellowship located along Awindri Pajulubieti Road in Arua City, also an employee of Green World International Health Products and a father of 4 children, is now a millionaire, reaping big from his small local breed poultry farm despite having little space. Martin, who is a tenant renting 2-roomed house at 100,000 Uganda shillings monthly in a windy cell, is making more than 5 million period of 4 to 6 months from the sale of the chicken.
In the middle of the first lockdown last year, someone entered in my house and stole my products. It was 3M. It was challenging for me to start life because the basement was taken. Now, what I did, I bought 1 layer of chicken who could lay an egg in a day, and that one kept sustaining us with biscuit needs. And when I realized there is a profit in rearing chicken, I got some 50,000, and I bought 12. I bought 12 male cocks, and I raised them. After raising them, people started coming asking how much is this, so there was an open market, and I could sell one at 50,000. But when I realized that it can bring a good income, I started now buying small size like this. Like this one, I could buy deep in the village at 3,500. Then I bring them home, I feed them well, balance them, sorghum, fish, and then maize bran, so that they grow rapidly. In 6 months or 4 months, will be mature. So I decided to enlarge my local farm to keep them many, so up to 100. Now, in 100, I can at least get something because one, it is sold at 50,000 mostly in those big days. Meaning that if they are 100 and multiplied by 50,000, that is already 5 million. That's in a period of only 4 to 6 months. So it is more than traditional agriculture.
Martin advises his colleague pastors not to rely on Christians for their daily needs, but rather embrace what he is doing to better their lives.
I just advise them not to put that in mind, but rather to develop other activities we can sustain their homes living, not depending on the Christians.
With the challenge of the increasing population coupled with unemployment among the young people, he appeals to young people to use the piece of land at their exposure to come out of the stress of being unemployed.
Now, if we all rely on the land, we find that we get a lot of conflicts that we get from families. So my advice to the general public is that there are very simple ways of sustaining the living, which does not even require a very big land. That is chicken rearing. It's the best, and I see it is even more than somebody who has a big land and doesn't know how to utilize it.
With the little space inside the house of Martin, one will be wondering how he accommodates his chicken in the same house, also accommodating him, his wife, and the 4 children. One should wonder he has the idea.
Where they sleep, you find that one box like this one can take 18 to 20 chicken, and then I fix one down. Those one can take also 15, 20 chicken, so they'll be sleeping in it. And this is where when they face difficulties in breathing, this is where the air passes. It is ventilators, so that to avoid them suffocate.
Thomas Jefferson once says, agriculture is our wisest pursuit because it will in the end contribute most to real wealth, good morals and happiness. It is not different from Martin, who says he is making his money and benefiting big from his poultry farm.
The benefit that I get, first, it's good for meat, and I don't bother much when I have nothing to eat. I pick one and slaughter. And then, secondly, the majority of these are male. So how to keep the males within? I have to buy about 10 females so that they keep the males around, because the man cannot stay alone. But I do not want them to hatch the chicks. When they lay eggs, I turn their mentality to become layers. When they lay eggs and I realize they're almost sitting on the eggs, I remove the eggs, we eat, meaning we eat local egg, not this one that people buy from the market. We can bring diseases because of much chemicals in it.
A pastor who has learned lesson from COVID-19 lockdown appealed to well-wishers to come to his aid so that he can expand his poultry keeping project.
My appeal to the well-wishers is that, first of all, I'm on rental. At this house, I pay 100,000 in a month. Automatically, somebody may not feel well for you to have such activities where you can get millions of money in his house, and yet you are paying 100,000. So that's another challenge that I'm on rental. And then another appeal or demand is that I really need to enlarge in this activity, maybe to produce about 500 or 200, but I don't have the accommodation. That's the challenge.